Welcome to the channel. Thank you. So today I decided to make a video because I've been struggling in the past of setting up the Moza wheel the proper way. So I went to look for a lot of videos. Did say how to do it, some did not. So I decided to say, let me make one that may help people like another one somebody. So basically, what I'm going to show today is just how I set my wheels, my preference. You can use that as the basis. I'm going to put a link on my force feedback profile as well, so you can download it into your Moza Pit House if you want to as well. So, but yeah, it's just a basic, but this is gonna be main focus on F125. So just so you're aware of, I'm sure there is different setting for iRacing and different, but this is more for F125 because I'm a F1 guy. So let's first show you the hardware I'm using. So I have a Moza R9, as you can see right here. Yes, here you go. All right. This is a Moza R9, as you can see right here, and it is just came with the CSR wheel. I just bought these add-ons or this mode to put into it. My pedals, I don't know if you can see it over there, but it's Fanatic pedals, the CSR pedals. I add a little bit of mode into it with some haptic that we can I can make another video on how to set it up for F125, but it's really good and it can it give me feedback on when I'm having a wheel slip and stuff like that. But that is not the main subject today. So let's get back at what you were talking about. All right. So the first thing I think you should be doing is make sure you have downloaded the latest Moza Pit House and it's updated and everything. So this is mine. It is on a in the dark mode, but basic is the same, gonna be the same for everybody. The Moza force feedback, the wheel and everything is set it up. You can come on this tab right here to check if your base and everything are the same, which they are. And you can as well go to the firmware manager. That's where you're gonna be able to update anything that need to be updated. I have the latest version of both my base and the racing steering wheel, but sometimes the base can be messed up. But if they release a new version and it doesn't match with yours or is messing up yours, just go back to the previous version and keep using that until they release a more stable version. That's a tip that you can do as well. So let's dive into it. I have my formula profile, which is my F125, I believe. Nope. It is this one, F125. This is the latest one. I test a lot, but this one is the one I feel the most. So first of all, as you can see, we can go to the home. You can check it out. My game force feedback on this game is at 85%. That's just the most I feel the best, I guess. It is a R9. If you have a R5, I think you can go a little bit higher than 90-95. If you have a R12, I would say just try to go a little bit lower because depending on how strong your hands are or how strong you want to feel it back. Me, 85 is sound to be the sweet spot. And now in terms of steering angle, I have a 320. As you can see, that's the one I like. It's gonna be the same in the game as well. You can check it out as well. Soft stiffness, nil. You're gonna see most of my settings are just this is the same for feedback. Maximum torque output limit 100%. Leave it at that. Steering wheel inertia is just 2000. This is by default. I did not touch it. The maximum wheel speed is 100%. I didn't want it too low or to anything. So let's go back. Anything else, force feedback, interpolation, natural damping, everything I turned it off. I just want to feel what really happening in the game. The same for the steering strength and everything else is by default. I didn't change anything except this wheel spring strength and everything to the minimal value. Force feedback equalizer though, I did make some change here. As you can see, this is the value I put, but the biggest frequency 60 Hz, 100 Hz, I lower than the maximum as I could because this is the one that I tested and worked best for me. So you can test this well as well, but give it effect as well. Uh, I didn't make any change here. Same here. Just make sure it's on work mode, which is the best one instead of the standby mode. Instead of my steering wheel, you can see there's just not much change. The only change I did is here. I turn everything off because sometimes when you did not turn this off, this shortcut pop up and mess up your driving. For example, if you set the max steering angle to 360 or 720, this have a press of the button 32 toggle to left. Sometimes you racing, your melting function happen and you click on that shortcut without knowing it, and you ending up having a maximum steering angle went to 720, which you do not want. At some point, the car doesn't want to tune anymore. That it did happen to me a few times during race. So I figured once you turn this off, you will be all right and fine. I have my RPM lead setting like this. You can take a pause and do that because this is the best way. It's gonna allow my wheels to have RPM more kind of more feel or more view of the real F1 games basically. My telemeter LED is just a pit telemeter DRS on it's not even that pit telemeter I guess, a yellow flag and green flag basically. Basic stuff, basic stuff. That's the only thing I have setting them in these settings. If you have any question, just let me know in the comment box and anything like that, and I can help. Anything else? I don't have the pedal of Moza, so I'm not using it. I'm using the Fanatec pedals. I can display it so you can see it how it works. So I just set everything to 50% because the brake force is kind of strong. That's the only thing I have. Everything else is just working nice and perfectly from my liking. The clutch, the brake, the pedals, the throttle, everything. I don't have a handbrake, so no worry about it. I guess my brake is at 50% if you wanna do that the same or try it out and see. Alright, let's go to the game and see how things shows up there. Alright, so now we're gonna go to a session and I'm gonna show you right away how my settings in terms of force feedback and everything. So you just need to remember that my force feedback was at 85 and
welcome to our
everything else is and I have a maximum steering wheel of
to the commentary box
320 degrees. So let's see. So if I go to setting real quick here and went to where is it again? Graphics, not graphic settings. Which setting is it again? Alright, I finally found it. Control and feedback. So the general settings is the same. I like it when it's on hold instead of just toggle. So that's it. Logitech True Force, I don't have Logitech, so it doesn't matter here. But here is where the fun happens. My calibration, I have the steering rate 100% because it's the same as the. Let me show you. Remind again. The same thing with my Moza, which was 100% of steering rate, is the same here as well. So real quick, double quick. Advance, here you go, basic thing, here you go, 100% maximum steering and no issue, nothing else. So let's go back to the game real quick and stay there this time. Alright, here you go, everything is at null except the total dead zone because sometimes during the braking I still have a little bit of my foot resting on the pedal and that can make me understeer. The braking dead zone as well, sometimes I just rest my foot on the pedal and I just keep it that way. So that's the only thing I have. Anything else is just empty. For the vibration and force feedback, you remember I have 85 on my wheel on the Moza Pit House, but here I have it at 70. There is a 15 force feedback difference, but this is the most I feel I like the most, and you can see my wheel steering rotation at 320. Everything else is at 0. You can, but I like everything is in 0. The reason I like this setup is like when it's in a wet condition to dry or dry to wet, you can feel the grip loss whenever you are in a wet condition. So for example, let's say that the track is dry and you have to pit for wet tire, and when it start to raining you go for a wet tire. As soon as you get out the pit, you can feel the wheel becoming so light because of the lack of grip, and I like that feeling. That tells me don't push, you don't have much grip. And as long and the more the track dried up, you will start feeling the more the strength gonna be more on the wheel, which is telling you have more grip, you can push the car more. So basically that's the 70 force feedback, 320 for maximal wheel rotation. If you are R5, go for 80, 85, and if you are R12, go for 665, I will say as well. Just a little bit. Everything else is my wheel stuff. If you need I can make another video for my wheel, but this is not the goal, so I'm just gonna scroll down for you to have a screenshot at some point. But that's it. That's it. All I had for you guys. So let's just try to have a little bit and see how my wheel and everything working. So as you can see, it's kind of nice. The thing I have the wheel doesn't. I like the feeling I have it on the wheel, to be honest. I like it. So that's it. I think you can use those setup and try to tweak it the way you want it. That will suit more your driving at some point or however you want it. But yeah, it's not bad. So basically that's what that are my settings. You can try them. I'm gonna add into the link my profile of the Moza profile, so you can try and use it and see if that can help you with if you have a Moza R9 like you. So if you have, for example, the wheel is not showing, I would say just to try to launch the Moza Pit House before you launch the game, because sometimes it can be a cause. If the force feedback is too weak or too strong, you can either I tend to have a stable value of it inside the pit house, like 80, 85, 70. Between 70 to 90 is a good range. We don't go 100% unless you guys are really strong with their arm. And after that, you can try to tweak it into the game. Try to go from 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, all of you want. But you can try to tweak things up and see how you're gonna get getting up. If you have any issue with your pedals, with your paddles as well, the speed paddles, and you can always try to recalibrate them as well at some point, and that may help you fix the issue as well. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you need more videos or any type of the videos you like from my setting, be it the haptic I use or the POV I use or the overlays I use as well, just let me know and I can make a video of that as well. That will help anyone who wanna have more fun in this game, which is really a fun game for once. Alright guys, take care of yourself and enjoy. Bye.